Thank you so much for everyone for coming along today. Really appreciate it.
All right. Well, I think we got looks like we've got enough people on the webinar now. So, thanks for jumping in, guys. What an unusual set of circumstances to bring you here to be here today and running a webinar from all of our homes. So it's great to see you all jumping in and getting amongst it. And look, Active Pipe community, I just want to thank you for joining our webinar today. We're here to really uncover some insights from an industry expert on how to connect, with your database, and your community through content. So today I'm joined with Fiona Okeson from the Partica content platform and our Active Pipe Head of Customer Success, Henry Osborne, to bring you some really helpful insights into how to leverage content to connect with your community right now. And I guess right now, when I say right now, in the short term, the volume of listings, I think it's, pretty clear that the volume of listings in the market is coming down, and, it doesn't mean you should stop communicating. Really, this is an opportunity for you to support and cement relationships within your community. And what we're trying to get to today is kind of show you how to be, taking advantage and leverage the lack of clarity coming out of the government right now to provide your community with valuable content. And here are the three things we really want you to leave this webinar with. So, in partnership with Partica, we've enabled all of our users at ActivePipe to have free access to content and messaging that will resonate with your community right now. We also want to show you how to use the ActivePipe tool to implement a content-led strategy using ActivePipe. And we also want you to come out with a strategy to come out of COVID-19 well-placed as a thought leader within your community. So today, I welcome a very special guest to our webinar, Fiona. Thanks for jumping on. Fiona is the Commercial Director of Partica. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Ash, and I think it's a really good opportunity to not only look at what the market is doing right now, but also like how agents and property managers and principals can move themselves into, I guess, the coming weeks and months, as well as beyond that as well. And one of the great things about content is that, content can either be considered evergreen content, where you're talking about the same kind of information that everybody needs to know when they're buying or selling a home. Or there's things like, the current content, which is current affairs, what's happening with news at the moment. And this current climate provides us with a really unique opportunity to be able to do that. So I'm just going to take over there from you, Ash, on the sharing screen thing.
No worries. While you're loading that, Fiona, I guess, this webinar is all about the 3 C's, right? Connecting with your community through content. How important is content at a time like this where the country's in lockdown and we make our way through the COVID-19 pandemic?
Oh, it's completely, it's so important because, as you see with the, with the way that, listing volumes are being affected. So it's really important, thank you, to go through, how you can engage with people in different ways, because there's a lot of fears that are happening. There's a lot of uncertainty. So this is a really great opportunity for agents, property managers and principals to be able to, bring the calm, I guess, if you want to look at it that way, and really be able to work with their community and their clients so that, they may not be ready to buy or sell a property right now, but, at least, using content, you're able to go to utilize this. So, I just hope that everyone after this session is able to get some, a couple of different ideas that they can implement pretty quickly. And that should be really worthwhile for you. So I just wanted to give you an overview very quickly about what Partica is, and then I'll get into what we're talking about when it comes to the 3 C's of content. So Partica is a marketplace effectively where you've got thousands of articles that are already pre-written. They're written with the end user in mind. So whoever is reading that with the end user, it's ready for anyone to utilize. We provide at Partica anyway, we have content on demand, we have different subscriptions. And once those articles are purchased, anyone can turn them into their own unique piece of content. So they're able to be edited and they can be published across the line at any point. Oh, Edward, thank you for saying that. Maybe it's just you. I don't know. Does everybody else hear me okay?
I
Is
can
that
hear you
better?
okay.
Cool. All right. Sorry, Edward. So when it comes to, how we're helping agents right now, is that what we want to be able to do is provide the real estate voice. So the real estate voice effectively was a content marketing plan that came to fruition last week. So it's great that we've been able to whip this up pretty quickly and work with ActivePipe to be able to provide the ActivePipe community with content that's free for you to use. And so if we can just go on to the next slide, please. So the real estate voice is designed to, to give you all a resource that you don't have to pay for right now, because we understand, how tight things are going to be. And we simply just want to be able to provide you with some free content as well as some resources from, your favorite type of, coach or business that's in the real estate industry. The whole idea about the real estate voice is that the articles are written in the real estate voice, like in the real estate agent's voice, in the property manager's voice. So it's designed just for you to easily, simply share really quickly through either your emails or through your social media posts. So it's written for you in your voice. So when we talk about the next lot of slides, please, sorry.
Sorry, guys. For those of you who don't know, we're having a little technical difficulty getting Fiona to control the PowerPoint, so I'm scrolling through.
Thank you.
Am I on the right one?
You are on the right one. Thank you. And I'm
Okay.
sure none of you have ever had any problems with technology before, so we're all good. So, the question that I get asked quite a lot is, well, what is content marketing? And, content marketing is what you guys already do. So when you think about, content that's written, it's about increasing your brand. It's about, how you can communicate with people without actually relying on listing volumes, because a lot of what we've seen in the past has been, what are the listings currently for sale? What's new to the market? What's recently been sold? And so this content, whether it's an article or whether it's a video or a webinar like this, it's about how you can lift your credibility to be that real local property experts. It's about building those trust levels as well without actually being face-to-face. And as you probably already know from a sales perspective, sellers are actually sussing you out well before they actually talk to you face-to-face. So content and content marketing really is about how you can build your reputation, build your brand in your region, so that you are that property manager or that agent of choice, because you are providing educational and informative content. Next slide, please, Ash. So when we talk about legend. When we talk about the 3 C's of content marketing, we're talking about content, like what type of content do people actually want to consume? How are you connecting with people through that content? And also, what's right for your community? So like I mentioned before, like different types of content. You've got articles, you've got webinars, you've got videos, you've got your listings. I mean, your listings are an important part of the content as well. And when it's also, what is the type of content that you want to share to match that different type of persona? And we'll have a look at that, a seller persona in a second. It's also, where do you use that content? Back up a little bit, please, Ash. Bless your heart. Thank you. So that you can use content in all of your different types of media, whether it's in print, whether it's online, and whether it's also, in your social media posts as well, because you're engaging with different people, with different types of, how the content is delivered. When you talk about how you're connecting with people, like I mentioned before, you've got evergreen content where you're talking about what do you need to do to prepare your house for sale. So there's always going to be that type of content, but then we're also talking about now having some real current news, current information that's available for agents and property managers to utilize to their clients as well. So when we talk about, what you're connecting to your community, or how regularly you're what's that word? Talking to your community, of so many C's here. There's the quality versus the quantity. And in a lot of cases, the quantity of just sending, it's not really hitting the mark with a lot of places, with a lot of people. What they really want to see is what the quality is of that content, and that can help be more engaging and more informative as well. And it reflects, whatever your brand values are as well. Next slide. So let's think about a seller. You've got sellers that are out there, like, I guess, there's been a big theory going around that everyone's a seller regardless of like whenever the price is right. So, but you need to think about like where your sellers are on their property cycle. You know, what do they want to know about you, and then what will ultimately bring their home to you so that you can list their home. So if you think about, you know, a passive seller as an example, you know, they'll generally be the neighbour visiting your open homes, they're reading a local paper, they're searching the interweb for different things about, oh, should I buy or should I sell now? Like, what's the market like? Or they might be, you know, coming across you when a neighbour sells their home. But it's not until they actually get out of that passive cycling down into the active point where they're like, well, really, how much are you going to sell my property for? What's your percentage commission, and how long is it actually going to take for you to sell my home? So when you think about that seller cycle, that's when you think about what kind of content is actually going to resonate with them. Do they necessarily want to see listings right now? Maybe. But do they want to hear about like what the property market is happening right now? That's probably more likely. Next slide, please, Ash. I love it. So if you have a look at this example on the right hand side, this is about how you can change your content so that you can create a little bit more of a relevant connection with somebody. So the content is more engaging. You know, we're talking about what's happening at the moment. You know, everyone's staying at home and they're trying to be safe. The poor Kiwis, gosh, it's day 14, something like that. And it's the same with us in Australia as well. So if you're, you know, sharing more engaging and educational content, it's about how are you then increasing your credibility? Because if you're just sending listings, you know, just to sell something, then it's not necessarily going to you know, put you in high stead. But if you're mixing that up with different types of content, then that can help as well. Different pieces of information, like Easter's coming up. I know that we've got a couple of articles that relate to, you know, some Easter eggs and some Easter buns. So, you know, it could be interesting. I don't know. And it is about, you know, how you can connect with somebody there as well. Yes, we'll be sending some information through, Natalie, thanks. So, you know, it's really important that when you are thinking about what type of content that you're sharing with people, like what's actually going to resonate with people as well. So, you know, I hope that's given you a bit of an overview of what, you know, the 3 C's of content are and how you can use content to connect in this particular time.
Thanks, Fiona. That's hopefully that was hugely helpful for the community of users here to leverage some of those learnings and connect with their contacts on a more personal level. You know, Fiona, I've got a bit of a question for you. One of the biggest challenges for our community of users is, you know, most of our real estate agents or officers don't have huge marketing teams. So, you know, finding content themes or topics, it's always the hardest thing. Like, what do I talk about? What do I write about? I know, you know, personally, I'm obsessed with Google Trends. So, you know, I've got a couple of slides here. Yesterday, I was just on Google Trends, and it's just trends.google.com for anyone who hasn't been there before. And it's a great way to see what people are actually searching for here and now. And you can drill down to Australia, but you can even look at real-time search results as well. But what's interesting, when you dig right down into real estate topics, you can see, you know, this was just the other day, you know, number 4 on you know, trending searches was, you know, 250% up, real estate agents near me. And, you know, real estate agents in Sunshine Coast, for whatever reason, is up by 700%. So, yeah, my question to you, I guess, is, you know, does Partica play a role in helping think out these content themes? And, you know, if someone wanted to sign up to your service above and beyond the free content that's coming into Active Pipe right now, you know, how quickly could you provide bespoke content?
Well, the thing is about what we provide, Ash, is that it's already done. It's already written. And especially when it comes to the evergreen type of content, the articles are all there ready to go. And the themes that you're talking about there, say property management, renting, investing, buying, selling, all you need to do is go to the Partica marketplace, you know, partica.com, and type in buying, selling, property, and all of our articles will come through there. We've also got a whole bunch of, you know, content subscriptions specifically designed for buying agents, selling agent, for you know, property managers. So, you know, we very much want to make sure that the content we deliver to agents, property managers, principals is in their line of what they need. And once those articles are delivered to them, they can change them, they can edit them. Like, you know, if you don't like a paragraph within the article, you know, delete it out, put your own market insights in there as well. But we also do provide, you know, that extra level of editing if that's required. But at the end of the day, you know, you don't have to think, you know, we've already pretty much done of it. And yes, we do have a lot of content relating to New Zealand. Thanks for those couple of questions. Sorry, I didn't get to them beforehand.
Yeah, I saw those come through.
Yeah. So if you do go to, we've got content that goes across the Australian market and also across the New Zealand market as well. And one thing to remember when it comes to evergreen content is that the process of actually selling a property, of getting your house prepared, of what the difference is between, say, an open home or what you need to do to prepare for an open home, that's very trans-Tasman, is that the word? Yeah, so it translates across both New Zealand and Australia at the same time. So the website is partica.com, so Partica.com. Thanks, Deborah.
No worries. Thanks very much, Fiona. And now I guess over to Henry. So we've got Henry Osborne, our Head of Customer Success here at ActivePipe. Henry, you know, how can users leverage this content within ActivePipe right now?
Look, it's super easy for users to leverage the content. It's all in there ready to go. So we've provided that to our users, which is great. And I'll show you how to utilize it right now. So yeah, just to reiterate, we can't say it enough, guys. Content marketing is so important at this time. So what I'm going to do now is show you within the ActivePipe platform how to utilize that. It's very quick and easy to build content marketing emails and send them out to your database. So I've logged into the ActivePipe platform here. The first thing you'll see is your dashboard. So all you ActivePipe users out there will recognize this and should be very familiar for you. We're actually doing a webinar on the dashboard, how to get the most out of that tomorrow. That's Thursday at 12 midday. So tune into that one as well. But to send out content marketing, step one is to build your email, okay? So let's go to the emails tab and click create email. Choose the template you want to base your email off, okay? I'm going to choose this basic one here and give your email a name. Now, the email name is strictly for your internal purposes. Your contacts won't see this, so just name it something that's relevant to you, something that you can go back to and reference, you know, in the future. Click continue. That will open up the ActivePipe email editor. Okay. The first thing to do here is put in a subject line. You want to think of something punchy that's going to capture your audience and drive a lot of opens and things like that. So what I've put in here is what you need to know through the changing market. Step two is to choose a category. Okay, so this is a communication category. I'm going to go with market update. It suits the requirement for this email. So the structure of this email builder, guys, if you haven't used it already, it's very intuitive and easy to use. Scrolling down to the very bottom, we can see the smart feed section. All we need to do is drag and drop a smart feed panel into the email. Okay, click the icon in the bottom right-hand corner. And real estate voice is the Partica content that Fiona is referencing before. Click on the real estate voice icon. That'll pull through all the articles, fetch them from the website and pull them right here so you can choose. Scroll through, it'll have the most recent ones at the top. I'm going to choose, can I still sell my home? Okay, click on that, pulls through the headline, pulls through the image, and it pulls through a truncated version of the content, all ready to go. In terms of linking, you don't need to do anything there. This will automatically link off to the full article if your contacts want to read more. So basically selecting that and everything's done for you there. While we're here, obviously we're talking about content, but I will show you another couple of panel modules that you can drag into your email. So for example, we could drag in a feature property email, okay? So if we drag in a property, scroll down, and again, we can click the icon on the bottom right to choose our property that we want to promote in this email. The properties will be here ready for you to use. They're being pulled through automatically in the integration from your CRM or whichever source we're getting those from for you. I like the look of this 4 Vauxhall Road, so I want to select that. Pulls the image through the information about the property, and it also actually links to the property automatically too. the last thing I wanted to show you in the email builder is video. So we also integrate with YouTube and Vimeo. Under the media section, you can drag in a video. You know, critical at this time, there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of digital walkthroughs, there's a lot of virtual inspections, things like that. So you could record a video on YouTube and put it directly into your ActivePipe email. Choose the video, and this will pull through from a YouTube channel. Okay, so by default, it's likely that we'll already have your YouTube channel loaded here. If not, just feel free to reach out to ActivePipe. Probably the best channel is success@activepipe.com. That'll come straight through to us and we can load your YouTube channel. Alternatively, you can paste a URL in here, which would then pull through those videos as well. And as I said, we've got Vimeo on the side there as well. So this is just trying to find my videos. I'm actually tethering from my phone, so it's taking a wee while, but there we go. So I want to choose responding to COVID-19. Okay, pull that through. There goes our video. And again, if any of your contacts click on that in the email, it'll take them directly to that video. So super easy, easy to do there. The other thing I just wanted to mention on the content side from Partica, there's a lot of articles already there, and there's actually new content coming through each week. So you know, you could send something weekly or fortnightly or monthly and have new content for every email, which is really great. Cool. So look, in just a few short minutes, if that, I've built this really nice looking kind of functional email that's really relevant content-wise. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to save that. Okay, make sure you always save your emails. And before sending, I would always recommend previewing the email too. Okay, so I'm going to preview the email. And this is what it's going to look like. We can see that the content's pulled through. Here are the articles and things that I've chosen. We can preview that on desktop or on mobile. So you can see how people are going to view it on their phones. Very relevant. And click done. Cool, so that's step one complete. Step two is to actually send the email. Okay, to do that, we click on the icon here, which says quick send. Okay, and what I need to do here is choose the audience that I want to send this email to. If ActivePipe is integrated with your CRM, the audiences will be your categories or segments or lists coming from the CRM. For example, buyer, I want to send to my buyers, and you can choose multiple audiences here, sellers, or you can alternatively just send to all contacts, okay, by clicking this icon here. And look, the last thing we want to do here is simply choose the date and time we want to send this out. We could schedule it immediately to send straight away, or we could choose a date and time. My recommendation is probably to send either early morning or around midday on a Wednesday or Thursday. That's when we see best open rates. So I'm going to say 8 a.m. on Thursday and hit send. Okay, great. Your email has been scheduled to send. To see how it's performing, you can view it in your campaigns section. Click OK, and I'm just going to shoot back to the campaign section to show you what that looks like. We can see our email here, content from our sphere, quick send, it's scheduled, and that will send out at the given date and time. Easy as that.
Well, thanks, Henry, and hopefully I trust the community got a lot out of that short, sharp webinar. We're getting a ton of questions in here, guys, so we will definitely be answering those after the webinar, so you'll get some responses. A couple of the questions that came through, some really good ones there. Can I build this content on behalf of all of the agents within an office? I saw that one come through earlier. The answer is yes, that's exactly what we do. You can log in as an admin and create the content, build it once, and then schedule it on behalf of all of your agents to whatever audiences within their contacts that they want that to go out to. That's really simple. There was another question there I saw come through. I think it was from Edward. Fiona, this one I'll point to you, was can the current articles be pulled out of ActivePipe and placed on their own blogs, or is that something that you do across a paid client service?
Well, because the articles from the Real Estate Voice are being provided at no cost, we're just asking for people to, if they want to use those, just the articles that are on the Real Estate Voice, just to share it to go back directly to the original article. If you do wanted to have your own article where you wanted to put it on your own blog so that you can then share it within your own social media and your own emails, then what we recommend is that you find the article that you want on Partica and that you purchase that article so that you can download it, you can upload the images, you can edit it, you can add in anything relating to your local market, what's happening in your own state, what's happening in your own country as well, so that those particular articles are then customized and unique to you, and that's your message that you then want to be able to send out. Now, the articles to purchase them on Partica.com is, you know, it's about $50. Like the average price of a real estate article is about $50, but we do have a lot of other articles there that are lifestyle related, travel. Let's not do any travel just right now, but there are a lot of other different types of content on there that could resonate with people. So with the free articles, we're asking you to link back to the realestatevoice.com.au, whereas with the paid articles that you can purchase from Partica, that's when you can absolutely put it on your own website, keep supporting your own brand and making sure that you know, you're able to keep connected with your community as well. The Real Estate Voice is really just designed to be a really simple, easy way just for you to share content. So it only takes a couple of minutes to share it, whether it's a little bit more, you know, I guess, thoughtful when it comes to getting the content from Partica. But
thanks, Fiona.
We are going to do a special offer for everyone as well, so you'll hear about that later.
Awesome. And there was a question there from Martin around content being created for the New Zealand. I know you mentioned that earlier, but just do you want to maybe cover off on that a little bit more? We've had about, I think, 30 questions related to New Zealand content.
Well, New Zealand's a very important country. It's the leader in Prime Minister, that's for sure. Anyway, so when it comes to having New Zealand specific content, we do actually have some New Zealand specific content within the Partica website. We will be feeding through some New Zealand specific content onto the Real Estate Voice as well, so it'll be easy to use. So any of the New Zealand specific content that's on Partica, things like relating to KiwiSaver, things are relating to like the healthy homes as well. We've got some articles there as well. So, you know, go and have a look on the Partica website, like partica.com on the marketplace, and just start searching and see what you can find. And you will be able to view all of the whole article in its full before you purchase it, because we want to make sure that you're buying what you actually want to see. So yeah, well, so you want to use and it's going to be useful for you. So go and have a look, and if you've got any questions about it all, just shoot me an email. My email's fiona.okeson@partica.com.
Awesome, thank you. Well, Active Pipe community, thank you for jumping on and being a part of, you know, creating connections with your community webcast here. Look, on behalf of the team here at Active Pipe, we genuinely want to help you through this. Henry and the team, the success team, are waiting on hand to give you guys a hand. So feel free to reach out to success@activepipe.com. And Henry and the team will jump on any questions that you have or concerns, you know, going through the next, you know, 60 to 90 days. With regards to a lot of the questions that are coming through here, the success team will be all over these questions. We'll send back a summary to all of the participants as well with lots of information and any links to anything we've referred to here, like Google Trends, the likes of Google Trends and other things like that through the webcast. So thanks very much, Active Pipe community, for jumping on, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Fiona and Henry.